Hello everyone and welcome to Not Our Podcast, where my chaotic friends and I share our thoughts and experiences about uni life, interesting situations we faced, and more. I'm your host Arika, and today we are going to talk about fictional role models. We'll discuss any fictional characters that we look up to or has influenced us.
Bakmi ayam.
Whoa.
I don't think you guys hear that.
Can't you make that? Can't you make that in there? Like, why is that like something you missed?
Yeah,
Can't
it's
you like make that.
yeah.
You can make that.
Well, it's different. I did try make one. It's different.
You need the oil, you need the MSG, you need the soy sauce.
I think the only missing ingredient is MSG.
Just for context, bakmi ayam is noodles.
It's chicken noodles.
Chicken noodle. The ones back
It's
home are
literally
really
a ramen. It's literally homemade, like homemade instant noodles.
Indonesian ramen.
It's different.
like with dry like instant noodles, you mix like sauce packet into boiled noodles, right? Here you make your sauce with soy sauce and mix it with noodles. Literally, it's literally
It's
the same
not just
thing.
soy sauce. I swear, there's something else.
No shit, it's like soy sauce, oil,
Something, whatever it is. Maybe a little bit of crack because it's so good.
Yeah, I mean it's just like it's like homemade instant noodles.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the
Soy
same
sauce,
thing.
chicken oil, and MSG. A lot of them, you have to have king of flavor.
If you don't have MSG, I consider you a failure.
Failure.
Oh my god.
God.
Well, listeners,
What
I
have
hope
we
you
become?
enjoyed Singaporean accents from our fellow cultured citizens.
We're not Singaporeans, nor are we Malaysians.
Anyways, today's topic, it's fictional role model. So,
Yay!
any character you look up to that affects you yourself. And this, I guess, maybe if you want to stretch it out, it can include celebrities' personas. Or anyone famous if they set a different persona than they really are in real life. Like, say, VTubers, they are a character of themselves, right?
Alright.
I think all celebrities are like
Technically, like they're wearing a facade or mask.
I mean, not like that. For VTubers, it's obvious that it's a totally different character they make. Because otherwise, all celebrities will call fictional.
Well, I mean that's true. Like PewDiePie is fictional, Markiplier is fictional.
Anyways, you'll get the idea later on. It's something like that. It's not too wide of a category still. And Rafi is not able to join us today because he's being a proper functioning member of society
Human being.
that actually
Oh
contributes.
my god. Oh my god.
He has a job.
Rafi.
He has a job now. He has a job.
Well, yeah. So, let's start. I actually kind of touched this topic a little bit in season 1, episode something, the past self, like our past selves and us now. So in total, there are 3. The very first one was back when I was a kid, when I played like Crisis Core Final Fantasy. Yeah.
Wow.
You guys know this?
Okay. Yeah, I know that.
Zach Fair. Just a little background. He works in a security company. Okay, spoilers for anyone who hasn't played this game but wants to play.
I haven't, but just say, it's fine. Spoil away.
He works in a company as well. They are called soldiers, security people. And then things happened. His mentor died. He found a new friend, and then he got chased down by his company, and he died protecting his friend. And this whole sequence, this whole story, his dream was becoming a hero. And in the end, he died without, people even knowing his name. So that does affect me in a way that like I do want to help people no matter even if people don't know it or it doesn't get any attention. So yeah, that's why that's how the plan of me wanting to be a hero in a way, like in the modern world, I want to do it in my own way, as in get a job, a proper job that pays well, and then use that money to help people, donate to charity, actually do non-profit organization activities,
like community service work,
something like that. Like I feel like I don't want to just donate money. I want to actually feel the difference, so I want to be there and actually physically help people. But of course, this world, money, you need it for like pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Well, that's very wholesome. I honestly did not expect that on.
It's Dika.
Like that's fair. Oh yeah, he's a
It's
hero. He's
classic
cool. He want to
Dika.
jump through
Dika,
buildings.
Glenn. What do you expect, man?
Yeah, but like I didn't expect like him taking like the thing to like that direction where it's like, oh, you want to help people, charity, you know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, what's your role,
But that's
Glenn?
like,
What's your
that
end
kind
game,
of
Glenn?
and then next, what pushed it even further, this character development of mine is Doctor Who.
Whoa.
So
actually interesting.
as Doctor Who is a British series where there's a character whose species is a Time Lord, and his species is almost extinct. It's like he's almost the last one. And then like he goes around the universe helping different people. And what sticks to me the most, I think my favorite quote is that, I believe it was Peter Capaldi, is it 12th, Glenn? It's 12th, right?
Yes, Peter Capaldi
Yeah,
is
it's
the 12th.
12th.
I think it's
The
the 12th.
12th
Yeah,
Doctor.
yeah.
Yeah, there's this part where he was talking about kindness and like doing act of kindness. He said like, without hope, without witness, without reward. So the context is like you do acts of kindness for the sake of being kind, without the hope of someone seeing you, without the hope of someone rewarding you for it. So that pushed me further down this path of how do I say this? Down this this path of character development, and it's obvious even in D&D sessions or in games. All choices that I take, it's always good. I can't play an evil character, or like if I have the choice, I won't choose the evil path. And lastly, this is kind of where my extroversion comes in. It's Yu Narukami from Persona 4.
Oh yeah, that is. I don't know. That is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go explain, Dika.
He's the protagonist from the video game Persona 4, and he gets along with people really well. Sometimes he gets really goofy or silly. Isn't afraid to act like extroverted or like really open. So that's where sometimes my silliness comes in, or like with let's say when I chat with online friends, complete strangers, I can just open up with a dad joke or like something stupid, and like it can get along. Like it if it goes on, like I can just keep on joking, and yeah, that's where the extroverted part comes in.
Oh my.
That's definitely talent.
That is. Yeah. No. Yeah. That is definitely just signature of Dika right there.
I am so sorry, Dika. I watched like the Persona 4 anime, and like all I can associate with like Yu Narukami is like all the bad choices from the games apparently. Oh my god.
Must mean something.
Like him actually like almost dying from like eating curry,
Oh yeah, that
Oh yeah, that.
that part yeah, so those things also. I mean, it's the silly part, right? So I wouldn't
Yeah,
be
it's very
afraid to
silly.
actually mix something.
Oh my god.
Make a
All right,
concoction.
cool. Yeah. Makes sense.
Role model, but that part it might not be.
You have to die eating curry. Only the only valid way to die.
At least I'll die happy, hopefully.
I mean, he didn't die happy in the anime, but okay.
I mean, he didn't die in the anime.
He didn't die. He just got
Anyways, yeah, and that is all from me. Yeah, let's move on. Hopefully this won't. Hopefully the weebs won't take like half an hour for each.
We can't say, Nika. We can't say, honestly.
Warning for the listeners. Unfortunately I released the leash. I opened the cage for this episode. I allowed the weebs to weeb. So apology in advance. Although
The consent of the host.
still, don't go overboard. Don't speak like 40 minutes about a series instead of a character.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I'll try.
Okay, a character is relevant to its series. Just saying.
Yeah,
A
focus on the
character is
character, not the series.
A character is only able to shine when placed in the context, and the context is the series.
You heard me giving the short context.
Yeah, I do. Okay, I get it. I'm just.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, I get it. I'm just being
I know.
nitpicky here.
Yeah, I know. I get you. And Natasha will probably scream and stuffs, but we are going to move.
Why don't we start with her then?
And we'll save her for later. I want the least amount of weep in the beginning.
Alright.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, who? You shall cast judgment now. Who is
Who,
the least
Nika?
weak?
This is like a roulette, man.
You shall cast the judgment now. We shall know your judgment of us.
Who is the least weeb in this?
Not least weep, but like someone that will speak, and someone that will weep the least. Actually, for this one, I'm kind of on the fence. Either Glenn or Jerry first. Who's ready?
Glenn weeps least?
Wait a minute. Yo,
In
I'm
this-
least weeb, man. Apparently so.
In this session.
Are you sure you're not wrong?
Are you
Nika?
sure you're not wrong, Nika?
In this session. I know before the recording starts, he kept on yelling this certain thing from Ghost Stories, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just like it's just a recent thing, man. Like it's gonna pass. Don't worry. Like you don't have to suffer like this.
It's gonna be like for the next month after that gone.
Yeah, after that, God, like don't worry. Like it's just gonna last for like a tiny bit.
It's transient. Don't worry.
Let's go to Jerry first.
Let's go to Jerry.
Wait, what?
All right, Jerry, you have been casted as like the least weeb out of all of us.
No, not least weeb.
Shame on you, Jerry!
The
Been knighted.
one of the people that has most self-control.
Congratulations, Jerry, the most sane here.
Yay. Well, I guess I have like several, but I guess the ones that stick out to me the most is definitely Izuku Midoriya from Ben-Ha. I just really like him as a character because
Wait, sorry.
not
Ben-Ha
because-
is Boku no Hero Academia.
Boku no Hero Academia in Japanese or in English, My Hero Academia. It's on Netflix, by the way. Netflix sponsor me.
Not sponsored. Please, Netflix.
I actually like Midoriya because not because he's actually the protagonist. It's because like I like characters in a show where they at first they're portrayed like really weak, but then like through sheer willpower and hard work and ungodly amounts of motivation, they actually become like one of the best characters, or like they prove to everyone like they're the best. And Midoriya kind of like embodies that, because I've never seen a show, because like every time like I watch like anime movies, it's like, oh, like yeah, everyone like starts off big, grand, and oh yeah, they have superpowers, they're special, they're like much more special than everyone. But Midoriya is like, he's just a human being amongst everyone who has superpowers, which is why I kind of like relate to him a bit, because I'm not someone who has a lot of skill, honestly. And compared to everyone here, I'm probably like Joe, like just John Smith. That's it. I'm the most average person here in terms
don't
of
be like
skill. So in terms of anything
I
in life.
see
So that's
D&D is skill, and you are pretty skilled at that.
Yeah, you're pretty skilled at that.
there's people that's far more skilled than me, honestly. and honestly, I still put Glenn in a higher regard than I am.
Nah.
Jerry, there is
I also-
always an Asian better than you. Remember that.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
always a higher mountain.
There's always an
a higher
Asian
mou-
better than you. So
Ancient
yeah.
Chinese proverb. There's always a higher mountain. There's always a higher mountain.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I kind of relate a lot with Midoriya Izuku, because I just see him as more like my motivational role model. It's like he is trying all his best to be like one of the number one hero in the series, and he is trying his best to like control his power, and everyone is basically just way ahead of him at this point. But he is still always trying his best, and he doesn't like think too much about what others think about him. He just keeps trying his best, and that is like that. I think that's what inspired me, I guess. Like I was also kind of like down in the dumps most of the time, and then like when first time I watched My Hero Academia, it's something like really inspirational for me. So yeah. Another one was surprisingly Joker from Persona 5. But in a different way, I guess. Instead of being inspirational, in like that sense, I like Joker's character in Persona 5 because he doesn't take shit from anyone. And more like he will take matters in his own hands if no one will do it. And I tend to be that kind of person. So like every time like sometimes like if there's like a problem in class or something, if no one wants to do it, I just go like Thanos at the end of like whatchamacallit, Avengers, and like, it's fine, I'll just do it myself kind of thing. So yeah. Something like that. And yeah, that's why I kind of like Joker from Persona 5.
So you're somewhat
Yeah.
active in class?
Somewhat, yeah.
Wow, Jerry, active in class, nice.
That's cool. Nice.
Character development?
Woo! I thought like for a second there, like when you said Thanos, like my role model is like Thanos. Oh,
I mean, to a certain extent, he was, but you know, I was like, nah,
When we're done with class, only half of the students will come out.
like before Endgame came out, I'm like, oh yeah, I can understand that. But then like once Endgame came out, okay, never mind, you lost me. So yeah, so Thanos was almost a role model. So yeah, there you go. Almost. So yeah.
I guess that's great.
Glad.
I mean, good that you did not turn out to be a person hell-bent on destroying half of the world.
Oh, yeah, true. I guess, yeah.
Maybe he he doesn't want to be evil. He just wants to be big, bald, and purple.
Sorry, I forgot. I'm sorry.
No, okay. Bonus round, bonus lightning round. So basically, the reason why I actually like looked up to Thanos as a role model for 1 second is because like, again, similar to Joker, he doesn't let petty things like get in the way of his like goals. So yeah, that's why I looked up to him. Yeah.
Yeah, just don't kill your daughter,
I guess
Jerry.
that makes me a bad person, but yeah. And yeah, I guess also this is probably not like a role model, but then like I like kind of like a moral anchor. I always think like the reason why I don't go full blown full blown Thanos is also like basically like if I do the things he does, I'm no better than basically anyone else. So yeah. I have self-control, I guess. Yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I have great self-control.
See? Self-control.
Yeah.
Not weaving too much.
Yeah, self-control.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a good example.
Yeah, woo, woo! Ow!
Congratulations.
All right. Okay, that happened.
Congratulations. You have self-control. I envy you. I envy you.
Self-control skill,
We all
Max.
envy you.
I envy you, boy.
I guess I'm just gonna add something a little bit from mine. I forget. Like, remember that time where, like, I often say like, "There's always hope" or something like that. Yeah, that's also like from the role model. So somehow it maybe affects me in real life situations. You know how Kami is always so positive. Also, Zack Fair, he was fighting and dying for his friend, but he did it with a smile. I fight through university with a smile.
All right.
Happy smile or forced smile,
I
because
like-
there's a difference.
Or smile because your brain just breaks.
We have
Like
confirmed that it's all Wii music in my head, so I don't have a brain.
Oh my god.
Nintendo, don't copyright, please.
And actually, the smile thing, it's as far as I know, as far as I remember, far as I've felt throughout university, I've never actually like felt stress. So that's a good thing.
Wow.
Excuse me?
Excuse
What?
me?
Excuse
All right,
me.
Dika, you're legendary. My god. You're like a
Yeah.
unicorn.
Yeah.
Although
I would concur.
I would say I kind of share the sentiment, but yeah.
All right, you guys are unicorns.
You guys are unicorns.
What the hell?
University, everyone else would like sleep at 2, 3 a.m. I would still sleep at 10 p.m., wake up at 6 a.m., like 8 hours of
I
sleep.
know, right?
Yeah.
I know, right?
I mean, Glenn, to be fair, that just they don't procrastinate like us.
Well, true. I mean, it's a sentiment.
Half of our problems are our own fault, but only half.
Yeah.
Only half.
Nah,
50
I'd
the
say
other
it's a
50%
tiny bit
is
more
like-
than half.
Glenn, like if I ask Glenn if he has time management, he would say yes. He managed his time giving like 8 hours for procrastinating.
Of course. You know, like, procrastinating is important.
He managed his time just not
doesn't
well.
have-
He has
Yes, yeah, yes.
time management, but he never said he has good time management.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
That's fair.
That is extremely true.
Anyways, moving on to Half-Eyed Sleeper. It's Glenn, yeah.
Fight sleeper. Oh, it's
Oh,
fun,
you're
yeah.
talking about me, huh? You're gonna play back then.
Look, I just finished
Dika.
editing like
have a
I don't
title
get
now.
offended
previous
that easily.
episodes. So.
You have a title now, Glenn the half-eyed sleeper.
Full title is Drunk Half-Eyed Sleeper.
Sounds bad as like a boss name.
I know, right?
The half-eyed
Half-eyed
sleeper.
sleeper. Half-eyed sleep.
Glenn uses snore.
It's very
Super effective.
We get confusion.
A confusion.
Anyways,
Oh my god.
I mean, have you seen Snorlax, man? Snorlax is always in the hindrance in every Pokemon game. It's effective.
Snorlax is OP, but like besides the point, you know. Like,
I mean,
But just saying, you know, like-
my point is that sleeping is a valid combat tactic.
I don't think Glenn is big enough to block a road.
well, yeah, I mean, true. Like, I'm a tree branch, but like that's beside the point. All right, I'm gonna put out like some pretty boomer references here, but like I guess like I mean, do I have to explain Jimmy Neutron to like the audience? Is that
It's a
like how old
boomer.
we are?
Sure, yeah,
Jimmy
go
Neutron
ahead.
it's pretty Gen Z, man. It's
if it's
millennial.
boomer,
It's
not
not
boomer,
man.
it's fine.
Millennial, man. It's Gen Z.
No, it's not
best.
boomer. I guess like it's what you
not
call it?
boomer, it's
millennial.
okay,
Millennial.
Yeah, I mean, like,
It's millennial.
Yeah, is it like is it
Just
that
give it a
time?
short
Okay.
background. I think
All right, okay. So like yeah, Jimmy Neutron was like this kids TV show. Like I guess like it showed on Nickelodeon, I think.
Nickelodeon, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Nickelodeon.
Wow, people might not know Nickelodeon too, man. Like,
How
We
young
are-
do you think our audience is?
I have no clue. I have
Young
no clue.
adults.
But yeah, I
Probably
mean,
as
okay, so
age.
like Jimmy
either
Neutron,
as
like,
old as us or maybe slightly
if you
younger.
know like Kids Next Door,
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, oh
Yeah,
my
that like the
god.
entire cast, like number 1 to number 5.
Yeah. Fuck,
Like
so
basically
old.
just like the cool shit they have, right? So like, oh my god, Jimmy Neutron can like think of all this like gadgets and shit. So like that's why like I used to like do paper crafts that like does jack shit, but like I'm very happy with them.
You made paper blowguns with stalks and like
I mean-
fucking what do you call breech load? Not breech load. What do you call that loading?
I mean,
Lever
yeah.
action.
And then I mean, I continued on to like high school. I made like paper mache swords well, granted that was like for like dramas, but like I just enjoyed doing them in general anyway, right? So like
He
I
was
think
he
that
was our
like,
blacksmith.
that was like a big inspiration for me, I guess, like to make like just arts and crafts back then. And then like to a lesser extent, like if you know Yakitate Japan,
Yeah, I know that.
that's
God
like
damn
that was
it.
on
Yeah.
Animax. It's like this really old anime
Yeah.
about like baking
It's really
bread.
old. Yeah, exactly.
The main
It's
character is
nothing-
like I guess like it's your usual like shonen protagonist, I guess, but like he has like nothing, right? He's like from like from like the side of like the country, and like what he does to actually win those like baking contests, like actually his own ingenuity instead of like just like some plot device usually, right? So like, whoa, it's cool to see like them innovating in that way. I feel like that really pushed me to like actually try shit out, I guess. And like to a lesser extent, I mean, like, do you know Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron?
What?
Wait, what? Spirit what?
Spirit Stallion of the
Oh.
Cimarron.
The yellow horse,
I do
right?
not
Oh
know
yeah,
that.
is it the
The
Disney
yellow
one?
horse, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
less about the horse itself. Yeah, like my role model is a horse. Everyone.
I see the weirdness has stemmed that far back. So yeah.
But like I guess like the horse, like it kind of like rubbed off on me on like how like, oh, the horse never gives up, but like I think like that's less of the point. Like more like there was like I had the DVD, and like there was like this special where like they showed how to draw the horses, and I was so fascinated with that. Like started like drawing horses in the same freaking pose they drew on like the tutorial like several times, like just posting it throughout the walls. But like that was a thing also like I did. And like I think that like sort of like sparked the like I mean like my whole current hobby of like just drawing random stuff, right? But like that sparked my interest in like sort of the creative ordeals. But like as I went to like middle school, I mean most of the stuff I watched, like I started going into like actual like anime in like middle school, right? And like I guess like I watched stuff like Clanad, I watched like Steins Gate, I watched Psycho-Pass, and I think like those are like less role models, but like they sort of like the concepts of the show themselves, they like sort of like broadened my perspective, I guess, on like matters such as like the edgy stuff, you know.
He had
but
an
I
edgy
think
face.
You had an emo face?
Then
Wow.
become
Edgy
you-
face.
you're so
the
serious.
edgy stuff. Yeah, I mean like, oh, time travel, you can like kill your like world minds or whatever, and then like what is justice, you know, like
Then became
stuff like
a
that.
utilitarian for a good second there.
Yeah, I know. I know. And like,
oh,
you know,
I remember
to a cer-
actually. You were actually pretty utilitarian back then.
Really? I don't remember.
Yeah, you
honestly.
were. So that's the source.
To what?
So that's the source of your like.
I have
of
no
your,
clue. But
of
like, you
your
know,
thing.
like I liked back then. I liked to just like explore those concepts. I guess like through. I think like anime only like I've only found anime that like really explored like concepts like that. Like no other cartoon usually does that. Like I mean, back then I still watch Jimmy Neutron, of course, but like they don't really like explore like what is justice in society where there is none, you know, whatever. But like Honestly, like in hindsight, all of that's like sort of unimportant. More recently, like I started like rewatching Ghibli videos. Like Ghibli videos, I mean technically they are videos, movies.
Movies.
So like Straight Away, I watched Straight Away like 5 times already. I think I don't know. I had the
Nice.
DVD back then, so like I watched it like in conjunction with like Spirit Stand of Cimarron, like Jimmy Neutron, and whatnot. Like when I was still a kid, but like back then I didn't know. I didn't know. Come on, like I saw a scary ghost, I got scared, and like I got nightmares for like days.
That's I mean,
This is
yeah,
new
that
again. Really?
in my defense, Dika, that was how I got nightmares in Persona 3.
Yeah, I was
okay?
just gonna say that's just like Jerry and Persona 3.
Like
Yeah.
the scene where like No Face freaking like becomes this monster with like this
Yes.
big ass mouth. That was
Yeah.
nightmare fuel.
Yeah, I
for me.
understand how that can be scary for
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I was
same thing. Yeah.
10. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was 10.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, sure, good for you, I guess, but it gave nightmares for me.
Yeah, okay, this is new actually. This is new. I've never
Yeah,
heard
I mean,
about
like,
this.
but like, I had that DVD, but I still liked it, like, the train scene where like they crossed like the thing was great. But I think more recently is like, what was like the most profound since like rewatching like sort of the old animes or like just movies in general, I guess. Like, I mean, surprisingly, most of them are like kids movies, like, that like actually moved me, right? It was like, the main character of like Whisper of the Heart, Shizuku. I think that was like that character has like the most profound effect for me, at least recently. Because like if spoiler alert, I suggest you watch it without knowing anything because like it's a really great movie. I think it's like one of the best Ghibli movies. I'm sorry, Spirited Away fans, but like I say Whisper of the Heart is the best, at least thus far. I haven't watched.
Have you
Maybe
seen
a few.
Secret World of Ariete? It's also pretty good.
I haven't seen that. That's why like I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe.
that was my favorite. Ariete.
Yeah, alright,
I mean,
I'll watch
compared
it.
to
It's like
I still
Whisper
have
of
a
the
bunch
Heart,
in my watch list.
the one like with the country roads dub.
Yeah, the one with the country road. Yeah, that's like a really good.
Oh,
It's-
that one. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone
think-
is talking about Ghibli films. Meanwhile, me, I don't know what they're
Watch
talking
it,
about.
man. They're
Come-
great.
come into the
I have
fandom.
only watched Spirited Away, and that was my first time watching it like a year ago.
Watch
So, yeah.
everything. They're on
Wow.
Netflix. But anyway, what you call it? I watched like Whisper of the Heart maybe like 6 months ago. Ever since the quarantine, I think it's like it's still in the quarantine period. So like I rewatched a lot of like the Ghibli films and like discovered new ones, right, to watch. Like I think that one had like the most profound effect for me. Even now, after like watching a lot more shows, other shows, like that what you call it, that show still has like a profound effect for me because like the main character, it's like she's called like Shizuku. She's like this like I guess like 14-year-old girl, and like she likes writing in the show, but like and then like long story short, she sort of faces her fear of like what if I don't write good and whatnot, right? And just decides to just finish her work and whatnot. And it turned out to be shit. Like the work in the end turned out to be like bad. But then I think that's a point, like if you want to do something, you just gotta take the plunge, and it doesn't matter if it's bad. Like just matters that you actually did it, and like you take that first step towards something. And like I think what's quaint is that if you know The Cat Returns, it's like another Ghibli movie. That's supposedly a movie that's based on the novel that the character from this Whisper of the Heart wrote.
Oh, really?
What? Wait.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Really?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so like that's sort of like a like a sequel, I guess. But like yeah, I mean like it's great to see that like what you call it, the character in that movie, right? Who went through this journey to actually like write her story in the end, which turned out to be shit in the ending too. It's like, oh, like, your story is shit, but like I think the point is like she actually took that first step, and then like you can actually see the end product, like a movie like created by her, like The Cat Returns, right? And like fun fact, the credits actually show her name as like the writer.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's actually really
I
cool.
never knew that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think that, yeah. So like, it's weird that like a lot of like I try to like watch new shows or whatnot and like try to like find, but like in the end, like, it comes back to like the simple stuff that actually like has like a really profound effect on me. So yeah, I think that's it.
Because like again, the meaning of justice isn't like irrelevant to you unless
It's
like,
irrelevant. Yeah, in the end, it's
unless
just
you
like
work
the
in
simple
law or like
stuff.
work in ethics or like you actually have power or like actually have a role in deciding what is justice, right?
Yeah,
It's kind of irrelevant unless you actually have a role in deciding that.
in the end, it's just the little things, like that, like trying to get into something, like failing, but like you at least took the first step, and like maybe you'll get good, maybe not. I don't know, but like
At least
It's-
try first.
just do it, just do it, and like don't care about anything else. Honestly, like
Oh yes. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, I just remembered the role model of my moral anchor. So yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We can just skip me first. So yeah.
We can add first. If is Glenn done?
Yeah, I'm
I
done.
mean, yeah.
Oh, and I just wanna say, concerning Spirit the Stallion, if we ever
Yeah.
go big and we have a wiki page, I want
Yeah.
Glenn's wiki page to say a horse changed his life without context.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
On his wiki page, he's just gonna have a title. He's gonna have a title. He's gonna have a title, and then on the trivia, it's like a horse changed his life, and then
No,
his
man,
title
it's
is
the
like
lead. It's
No,
the
no,
lead,
no,
man.
not-
It's gonna be the lead. to
Not
the
even
article.
trivia. Like, let's say sometimes like there's biography and then like 2000 something, just like 2008, a horse changed his life, and then next year, that's it. Just one sentence for that year.
Oh my god,
That
And
would be the glamorous thing to do.
that is true.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. This actually, speaking about Ghibli films, it's actually just about movies and films in general. I actually just got reminded where I actually got my moral compass, my moral anchor from. If you guys know the movie, maybe Dika won't know. If you guys know the movie Koi no Katachi or A Silent Voice,
Oh, yeah.
Yes, of course. Of course.
Watched it?
I heavily relate to the main character, the guy, because it's kind of like like literally the movie itself is kind of more or less accurate of how I acted back in school, and so like I related with him a lot, and so that kind of also like put me in that situation where he is trying his best to change, and he knows that maybe not everyone will forgive him, but he is trying his best to change. And also there's he also has like a similar moral compass to me. It's like he regrets everything what he's done, and he's trying I'm just speaking, and he basically doesn't want to do it anymore. He doesn't want to do bad things anymore, but of course, people in the movie sees him as the bully, even though he's not anymore. So yeah, I cried a lot on that movie, like, because it just spoke so much to me.
It definitely is like a really good movie. I feel like it released like at the same time as like Kimi no
Your
Na wa,
name.
right? So, like,
I'm going to say this. It is far better than Kimi no Na
I
wa.
agree,
Even
man. Like,
even Makoto Shinkai said Kimi no Na wa was shit. Just saying.
Yeah.
oh my
Even
god.
Makoto Shinkai said Kimi no Na wa was shit. Just saying. Makoto
I mean,
Shinkai
I cried in
himself.
both. Like, don't get me wrong, but
It's Kimi no
Koi
Na wa was
Katachi is
okay.
definitely like
Yeah.
up there in my list.
But Koi no Katachi is probably much better than Kimi no Na wa. Kimi no Na wa is not bad per se, but Koi no Katachi is way up there.
In
Yeah,
terms of
compared to
story, I
Kimono.
guess, yeah.
Judging from animation alone, I would agree. Judging
Story wise, I would also prefer Koi no Katachi story,
But
honestly.
for animation,
And the-
I like Makoto Shinkai's. I mean, that's my personal opinion, I guess.
No, that's
I mean,
personal
the
preference,
art,
honestly.
man, the art.
Yeah.
Koi no Katachi animation is like hyper. It's like unrealistic realism if you get like
Hyper realism.
no,
Hyper
no,
realism.
it's like Hyperrealism is realistic. It's like unrealistic realism. In real life, people don't fidget like that. As in, like, you can't see when people. I can't see. I don't know. Can you actually see people fidgeting in that much detail in real life? Am I just a sociopath?
No.
No,
I
right?
don't think so.
You actually can't, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone would like to dispute me on that point? No.
No.
No. Okay. Yeah.
You're right.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like unrealistic realism, but it feels so realistic. Yeah. That's why judging from that alone, it's like, oh, okay, this is better than Makoto than like Kimi no Na wa. Like, from that alone, it's like higher in my watch list. It's higher in my to watch list.
Yeah.
And
I would say like Koi no Katachi was the only movie that made me feel kind of like I could literally just immerse myself in the shoes of the main character, where like some people can say like, oh yeah, I can just plop myself as the main character, see what they're doing, but like I don't really have that kind of ability. And so like every time, even with like the previous role models I've talked about, Midoriya Izuku or Joker, I can't see myself being them, but I can emulate myself as being them. But then like I never feel like the character and me are like kind of like I'm kind of like immersed as the character, except that one movie. So yeah.
All right, moving on then. Yeah, Jerry, we're done.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm done.
JS, are you ready? I was gonna save you for last, but I believe Natasha has the most amount of weep here, so...
No. I will
that was
tone it
surprising.
down. Don't worry.
Between them is debatable, honestly.
exactly, roulette man.
Well, honestly
man.
speaking, I don't have any attachment to any anime characters, just to be honest.
It doesn't have to be anime.
Yeah,
Doesn't have to be anime characters.
mostly my role models is not weep.
Oh, surprising.
Yeah, I was saving him for last because, as usual, he doesn't know the topic, so...
Oh, wow. That's pain.
You need to prepare somewhat and listen to examples, but yeah, if you're ready...
I mean, I've always had a role model since I was little. So kinda. Since I was grade school, I've been watching like this one movie. The character is Rocky Balboa, if you know.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
Rocky.
It's been the thing that drives me into playing sports. Yeah, so Rocky Balboa is basically a character in a movie called what do you call it? Rocky Balboa, I guess. Yeah.
It's called Rocky. It's
Rocky, it's just
Yeah, it's
Rocky.
called Rocky. Yeah. Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, and all other
Rocky
Rockies.
4.
Yeah. There's a lot of So basically, this boxer is, how do you say it? He got beaten so bad, but he got back up. He fight again. He won. Basically, the whole point of the story, but it's how he got up and fight again and get his spirit back. Because, like, how he became my role model is when I forgot the quote, but he said one quote that made me really like him. I think it was like, nobody owes nobody nothing. You owe yourself. I think it's that.
Oh.
That kind of makes me like, oh, I like him so much. It's basically saying that, yeah, you're the only one who knows what you're worth. Like, don't expect others to know. So, yeah, you owe yourself.
That's great.
Basically that.
That's actually really cool, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing which drives me into sport, like playing basketball, soccer, and all. Because he plays boxing, right? It was a sport. I was like, ooh, sports. Yeah, let's go.
You never tried boxing, JS?
I tried, like, in China, there's like a gym, right? And the gym,
MMA,
there's like
is
a
it?
boxing practice. Yeah, MMA basically. Yeah, I tried doing that. It's painful.
That's where your spirit goes away.
And next, I don't know if I will count this as fictional, but it's a movie. But it's based on a true story in which I was not born yet. So I kind of call it fictional since I'm not there to see like it happening. So basically, the character is Jackie Robinson, if you guys know about it.
No.
I do
What's
not.
the movie?
I do not.
In
I'm Googling
1942, there's a baseball player who breaks the skin.
Oh, the
color
black
barrier.
dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, the black dude. Oh, yeah, okay.
So yeah, he basically his life is not only about baseball; it's also about fighting through racism and all. And yeah, he became my role model since like how he tried to really change his life not only for him but also for the others. Like how do you say it? Like if I was him, like me living my life like as him, I would prefer like a man. I'm having a hard time like playing baseball. Then I need to take care of racism and all. I just better stop this and like live my normal life, right? But yeah, he keeps struggling. He keeps trying to change the life of others too, not only himself. That makes me think that whatever you do will sometimes like how do you say it? Like, sometimes concern others too, like not only yourself, right?
It's like no matter. It's like if you try hard enough, someone will notice.
No, it's actually not that. It's like
I don't
whatever
know.
you do, like him, like he plays baseball. But the way he tries to play baseball is like he just likes baseball, right? But he keeps trying to play it through all the racism. It keeps fighting it. Then it also changes the way others look at him, and not only for him, but also the other. Like in this story, it's the black people, the black skinned people. So the way he acts, that others look at him, will also like be seen as other people. How do you explain it? It's like
They're seen as individuals.
You can say it in Indonesian if you want, and we can help.
no, it's like me, for example, like if I do something stupid, like people will also like look at me like, what does his parents teach him, right? So it's basically not only your life but also others' life, which
That's actually true.
affects your action. So you
Yeah,
kind
that's
of need
actually
to-
true.
That
Yeah.
kind of conflicts
Yeah.
with your Rocky Balboa quote, though. That
No,
kind of
it
contradicts
doesn't.
your Rocky Balboa quote. You
No.
owe no one. You
Rocky,
owe,
Rocky
you owe-
Balboa is basically like telling me like, you just gotta be you. But then your actions will also affect others, not only you.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It doesn't. It's not really complicated if you think about it. So basically, just be
it's
you.
actually complicated because all right. Moving on. Go ahead. Go on.
Yeah, then next comes from a game. It's a pretty recent game called Detroit Become Human,
Whoa.
Okay. Whoa.
and the character which has became like one of my favorite character, and I guess I can say my role model. Not really. I don't really take his actions into mind, but yeah, I just like how he delivers his thoughts. And the character is Marcus, if you guys know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Marcus. Okay, yeah, Marcus.
So-
Yeah.
He basically refuses to stay an android, to stay as a slave. And he chose to fight his fate as a slave and try to take back his freedom. So yeah, pretty
And
good
Dika
story. Play it,
thought
guys.
Jazz was the most weep one.
No,
It
no, no,
turns
no.
out he's the most normal one.
Not the most whip, it was just because, yeah, I thought he needed time to prepare because he
Wow.
didn't
No,
know
no,
the topic
Wow.
as usual.
As usual.
And yeah, don't forget to play the game Detroit Becomes Human. Buy it on Steam for blah 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 blah. Yeah.
Not sponsored,
It's a-
by the way.
No, not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
It's a very good game about how androids try to become free. And yeah, like the way Marcus brings the leadership to the androids and try to bring freedom to them all. Damn. So good. Yeah, I guess next one comes from Disney. It's not Elsa,
Whoa,
by the
Wow.
way.
Yes,
She's female.
4.
It's Flynn Rider, if you guys know about it.
Oh, yeah, from Triangle.
yes.
I love that.
Yes.
He's
Or you guys can call his full name Eugene Fitzherbert.
Yeah.
I do not. What movie that's from?
Tangled.
What movie
That's
Tangled, Rapunzel.
Oh, Tangled.
Yeah.
Oh,
Flynn Rider.
Rider.
Oh,
Flynn
Tangled.
Rider.
Yeah. I
Never
know Flynn.
mind. I'm an idiot. Because like fucking Flynn.
We're thinking of Tron. Yeah, Tron.
I'm an idiot. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Flynn. I don't know whoever you think you said. I know Flynn.
This
Yeah,
character
okay.
actually
I'm
taught
stupid.
me a lot about life. It's like, yeah, you did something stupid in your past, did something awful, but then you find a new and like a new light of life, then you just follow it. You forget everything about your past. Yeah, I like it. You can call it pretty stupid or pretty dumb. Like, oh yeah, I just forget my past. I live a new life. But then if you consider it in real life, like say criminals, they did something stupid, but then if they try to live a better life, people will accept them like they are, right? It's pretty simple actually, but people just overthink it. It's like, oh, my past is I did this, I did this. People will hate me, like for example, like I did something stupid and in grade school, like maybe I hit someone in the face so hard that their face got what, like
Smooshed.
whooshed.
Bruised.
Yeah, but then and then comes like in the future where you try to meet that friend of yours. You can't call him friend, like the guy who you punched. Then you guys will like, no, I punched him in the face. I don't deserve to meet him, like kinda. But no, it's just simple. Like, yeah, you can just, it's a pass. What are you thinking about it for? Like even the king and queen forgave him for stealing the tiara. So yeah, pretty simple.
I guess that is one way to live life. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one way to live life. But yeah, Disney movies, happy ever
Disney
after
movies.
doesn't always come in life. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
don't just follow everything Disney movies offer.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Kinda a trap in life.
You can adapt the lessons, but not copy paste
Yeah,
it.
true. Yeah,
A
that's
woman
all for
did
my
kiss a
role
frog
models.
in a Disney movie, and
Yeah, don't
children
be a
went to
frog.
hospital for copying that. So don't kiss random frogs in the wild, kids.
Actually, if a frog legit talks to you in clear English, I think that's a clear indication you should kiss a frog. Just saying, if a frog actually talks to you in clear English, I think it's pretty safe that the rules that the established rules of reality is like no longer valid.
I think you might have inhaled some shrooms in the wild if that happened. If that happens,
I
yeah.
mean,
Seek medical attention.
well, I mean, in that case, like you won't exactly be in the frame of mind to not kiss the frog. So, like, regardless.
I mean, if you still can remember the lesson. But anyways, let's move on.
Yeah, I guess that's all for my role model. And other than that, I think if you guys know Coach Carter, it's also based on a true movie, but made into a movie. This is basically like a basketball coach who teaches the basketball players about life. Like, your life is not only about basketball; it's also about like academics. It's also about other things. It's like in the story. How do you say it? In the story, it's like the coach actually taught the players about like, yeah, what are you gonna do after you're good at basketball? Yeah, you play in the NBA and then you got injured. Your career's over. What you gonna do after that? You can't even do like 2 + 2. What do you expect to do in social life, right?
He's not wrong though.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. Just saying.
Then it's like he actually stopped the team from playing a whole season just to study in academics.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Now that's
A
a
really
good
great
coach.
Yeah,
That is a great
role
coach
model,
indeed.
but I don't think I can count this as fictional because it exists. Yeah, mostly that.
Yeah, but it's fine. Still a role model. So yeah.
That's all for my role models. No Muna, no Elsa. Yeah.
Wow.
So you were just clickbaiting us. So you were clickbaiting us yesterday.
Unexpectedly normal.
I mean,
Okay, you are all.
I like those characters, but they teach me something, but not that I can apply like in my life. If you want to say it like that. Role models are supposed to be like someone who can affect your life, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I mean,
Yeah, true.
if from Elsa Jess can suddenly summon ice, then that could be a role model, sure. But
We don't have quirks yet, Dika. I wish though.
Wait for me. Wait for my genetic engineering to bear fruit.
But Muna can be a role model for me though. Helps me wake up early in the morning to watch her.
Okay.
If we're going by that logic,
Okay.
Like, okay, if we're going,
you don't have to wake up for sour,
but if we're going by that logic, then Glenn could also say PSO2 is his role model because it also fixes his sleep
It
schedule.
does not fix his sleep schedule. What do you mean? I saw an achievement at 1 a.m. from Glenn.
Nice.
He wakes up at 8 though.
Yeah, that's the thing. I wake up at 8 to catch the urgent quest, but that's beside the point.
Like I wake up at 3 a.m. to watch.
See, that's not... Okay.
Because I find Dika, don't argue.
I mean, if it makes him better, then like, why not?
It makes him better? You sure? Waking up at 3 a.m.?
Yes.
Oh,
Waking up at 3 a.m.
3, okay. Never mind, I thought it's...
When he said morning, it's that kind of morning.
Oh my god.
I think mostly for my role models, they only teach me like never give up. Basically that.
Never
I
give
think.
up.
Yeah. Never
And
give
then
up.
you're picking Asiatic
Yeah,
clans
my
of
role model is also
degrees.
that Japanese guy who says never give up. My ultimate role model.
Oh my god.
Swimming in the very, very cold water. He just speaks to us like never give up.
I'm
Role
here
model.
farming Asiatic clams and it's negative 4 degrees.
Moving on. Ben.
Why me?
Because you.
You guys are surprisingly normal.
Oh, it's
Or should I
fine.
save you for last?
It's fine, Ben. We know that you're questionably
Actually,
Same.
just to be honest, I forgot about Flynn Rider until I played Kingdom Hearts 3 and then he appeared. Oh, my role model.
Oh.
Like I kind of forgot about him. Like I watched Tangled. Like it's been like 2012, I think. Then yeah,
It's been so long.
He just
Yeah,
left
it's been
my
a really
mind.
long time.
Just left my mind. He never appears. And then Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay. Flynn Rider appeared. Oh, here he is.
Taken out of context, this can sound it's like something else saying.
Ben, are you ready or should I call Natasha first?
Call Natasha first. I actually am reconsidering because, like, in contrast with what you guys said, it's gonna make me sound worse than usual than I want.
It's
Hey,
fine.
it's
I
fine.
control my
fine.
image. It's bad, but in a controlled way. But like your role models put it in a bad light, and I need to readjust.
All right, let's hope.
He's compensating.
We'll see if Natasha will make Ben look even worse or better.
Let's see.
Natasha?
No promises. Okay,
You guys, it's
My
not
role-
a quiz. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm
alright.
fine.
I'll just
I'm not
talk
fine.
about
I'm
my
fine.
recent ones.
I'm fine there. I have like a few role models, and some of them aren't even anime.
It's fine, I guess. I mean, I also have role models that are from real life, but yeah, that's for another time because this time it's fictional. Yeah, I'll just talk about the most recent ones. So first up, Ishigami Senku from Dr. Stone.
Oh yeah, yo.
Yeah, I want to be
Unexpected.
that resourceful. I don't know. I just really like it when people can like solve problems by being creative and like thinking out of the box and just being resourceful in general.
Example or
I
like
know.
context the story.
Oh, right, Dr. Stone. So basically the anime is in a nutshell, it's kind of like everyone turns to stone by a mysterious event, and after like centuries pass, they all wake up and civilization has crumbled, and like so everything's back to like stone world because the passing of time just kind of destroys buildings and all that whatnot. And Senku is like this genius kid, high school kid, and he found a way to like survive in that kind of world, basically stone world, So he just he's just really smart and resourceful with the simple things he can find in nature, and it actually works, like makes he can make a decent living. And at first I was like, this is probably fiction, but then there's this, I forgot which YouTube channel it is, but there's an engineer that watches Dr. Stone, and he comments on whether it's possible or not, and like 90% of the stuff in that anime is possible. So I was like, okay, they really did the research there. So yeah, I guess he's more like sort of a role model, because I want to be that resourceful and like be able to solve problems like that. It seems really fun and all that. Yeah. Well, I mean, when you apply it here, it's kind of hard because one, I am not even close to being like his smart, but I like being practical. So like, okay, so for example, I'll just we don't have a humidifier here, and during the winter last year it was very dry. So what I did was I got a pail, a bucket, a pail, like it's square and kind of flat. Bucket. I put a rag in there and water, hang the rag halfway out and put it in front of my heater. And boom, that's a humidifier. I mean, if it's stupid but it works, then it's not stupid. So
What do you mean it's not stupid? Those humidifiers cost a
That's
lot.
resourceful.
My team plays in the background.
As someone who MacGyvers most of his recipes, that is like A tier resourcefulness.
Thank you. Basically that's one example. Next character would be Handa Seishu from Barakamon.
Yes.
Yeah, this one
yes.
is related to
Yeah.
art. Yeah. So as an artist, context first. Yeah, context first for the anime. Barakamon is about a calligraphy person. Okay, this Handa Seishu is a calligrapher. He's good at what he do, and he gets awards and all that. But during one of his exhibitions, there's the director who saw his work and feels like it's too textbook. It's not like free enough, something like that. And I really, really, really felt that because I'm an artist, even though he's a calligrapher. I draw, but it's the same thing I heard from my lecturer when I consulted with him, that my work is like kind of stiff, too textbooky, and there's no personality in it. Like, even though the rendering is good, the lighting is good, technique's good, but it just doesn't feel personal, or like it's not flowy. It doesn't flow that doesn't have that flow and that personal touch, something like that. But yeah. So in the anime, Handa Seishu learns how to let go and just do his artworks, his calligraphy freely, and like go out of the box, exploring other styles other than the textbook one he's comfortable with. But like it seems easy because again, that's anime, but like it's actually very hard, and this is me saying it as an artist. Yeah, for me it's hard to like just let loose, make mistakes and all that, because I don't know, maybe it's because I'm taught to that subconsciously taught that mistakes are not good. And yeah, so I always stick with what I know. It's very hard to get out of my comfort zone. But yeah, Barakamon just made me want to try something new and like go out of that comfort zone, you know? Yeah.
That's actually very true. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
you're sometimes really like what you call it, fixated into like theory and whatnot, right? So like you what you call it. Oh, the theory says this, but like you don't want to like explore.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing, I guess. Like I am already skilled in one part, and then I get comfortable with it, so I just don't want to try other parts, or I'm hesitant to try other parts because it's like what if I fail? What if it doesn't work that well? What if I waste time doing this when I could have saved time doing what I'm familiar with? Something like that. Like,
that's true.
yeah, it takes great courage, and yeah, I just admire how he can like go out of his way and create something that's really out of the box, out of his style, out of his comfort zone, stuff like that.
This is how I also usually like did art as well back then. Like I didn't want to go, but then like it was one day I was like, fuck it, let's just let loose, let everything, and yeah, I kind of enjoy it more now. Like,
Yeah,
I enjoy drawing
that's
more
the
now.
thing. To some people it may come easy to like let loose, and yeah, you know what I mean, right?
Oh, it
Kay?
actually, it
Yeah.
actually took me like several years actually to get used to that. So,
Yeah, exactly. It can take years for some people, but some people can just do it from the start, from the get go. But that's another thing. I guess that's like more of a psychology thing because, yeah, how we are raised, the subconscious and stuff. But like, let's not get into that.
That's a whole nother rabbit hole that we all do not want to get into.
Yeah. Next one. From a place further than the universe. Sora Yorimoto Ibasho.
Oh my god, I love that show.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love
I
it
fucking
so
love
much.
that show.
I guess. I mean, it makes me want to
Oh, no.
travel.
Too bad. Corona.
Yeah, no. It's more like I hate traveling, but I love living in other countries, and you know, there's a difference there. Just traveling, it's like you're forced to have fun, but living in that country is you're like having fun at your own pace.
I think you just hate traveling with your parents.
Okay. Now that I think about it, I think you're right.
Parent, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I hate traveling. I hate traveling with my
Exactly.
family, but like if I let my family let go, I love like just roaming around doing jack shit.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah,
literally
like-
doing jack shit, just roaming around doing jack shit. I love that.
Yes. Oh God, yeah. Okay, that's in words. Yes, Ben, you're right. That's so true. Oh my God,
speaking
yeah.
speaking from experience as well, usually also like when I travel with tour and whatnot, everything just feels so constrained. Like, oh, we need to
I
do
know,
this, oh, we need
right?
to do that.
Yeah.
But then when I went to Japan with my previous university friends, it's like there were like 3 days where we were allowed, where there were like 3 free days, and then like literally in these 3 days we just went to Akihabara and just spent the night there.
That sounds so fun. Oh my God.
Exactly.
Yeah, but then if it's travel, it's short. So for example, 7 days, you have to like make the most of 7 days. But if you
Exactly.
live in that country, you can like take your time as long as you want. You can rest. You can take a day off and just laze around, something like that. That's the difference from
in the
between
words of
traveling.
Ben, you can do jack shit.
Yes, that too. Yeah, I guess that's a combination of that and coming to UK for my final year. That's what made me want to do more of this, like living in other places other than my home. And yeah, just that. Oh, right, about the character. I digress. It's Tamaki, Mari, and Shirase. Kobuchi. I forgot her last name. Shirase, I think it's Kobuchizawa. Yeah, Shirase Kobuchizawa. Basically, that anime is about a girl who wants to go to Antarctica. She's just a high school student, and everyone was like, "Oh, how that's impossible because only scientists and like government people who go there, but not high school students, something like that." But then Shirase, the one who wanted to go to Antarctica, met Tamaki, and yeah, they both start working together towards that goal, and in the end, they did get to Antarctica. And I don't know, it's just very inspiring. It's like how do I explain this? It's not always fun, the journey, but sometimes those down moments are like the moments where during the journey you feel like, oh my God, I'm so tired, or oh my God, this is so cold, I'm gonna die, something like that. It's what makes it so memorable, something like that. Yeah,
I
like
get you so much.
It's the hardships we experience along the way.
Yeah, okay. Good for you.
like I don't know. I mean, I relate to her a lot. What she said about that part. Because yeah, back I'm just gonna digress a little bit. I went on an edu trip with my school. Almost over a half a decade ago, I think. I don't remember the year exactly. It was in Melbourne, and around the beach area, I forgot the name of the place, but there are like wooden platforms and railings, and yeah, I was taking pictures with my friend, but suddenly the wind picked up really hard and it started raining very hard. And like you cannot even see that far in front of you. So it was like being blind, but it's just rain and wind, and the wind was so hard. It's like I was going to fly away. I'm tiny and I'm very light, so yeah, I just clung onto the railing, walking slowly back to the bus. And back at that moment, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna die, because it's very cold. Like I can't feel my fingers. The wind is cold and hard, and there's rain on top of that. So what I did was I shoved my camera into my jacket, because camera comes first. Yeah, I can catch a cold and I'll be fine, but the camera is, yeah. So yeah, I slowly went to the bus, and I got to the bus. It suddenly cleared. The weather cleared, which is kind of annoying.
Oof.
Yeah. My friend lost his glasses, but like at that moment, in front of the bus, we both were just laughing, and like I swear, I remember, like, I don't know, crying, not really crying, but there were tears like just running down my face, but I was laughing so hard, my stomach hurts. Yeah, it was like those moments, I guess. You'll remember that for the rest of your life, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's actually very true. Yeah.
yeah, that's like what makes you feel alive sometimes.
It's also like that one funny moment, I guess. Like we're digressing a bit, but it's fine. I'll tell the story. It's also that one funny moment where me and my friend, we bought like this huge ass kind of like, what did you say, plywood or triplek here we say. It was so big, like you literally needed like 2 people to carry one. But then like we bought 3 of those, so it was like a meter wide, and then like 1.5 meters tall. So each of us were carrying one of them, and then when we went out of the shop, I asked my friend, so are we gonna call a car, a cab, or just walk? My friend said walk. He said walk. He's like, oh, it's just 15 minutes from here. And both of us, me and my other friend, who didn't know the area at all, were like, oh, sure, okay.
Just 15 minutes.
2 hours in. We are only 1/3 the distance from his house.
Oh, God.
2 hours.
Yeah. We walked there. Apparently, and then he said to us, "Well, it's 15 minutes on car." And both of us shouted, "It's 15 minutes on car!"
I mean, he wasn't wrong. He just didn't say it completely.
Yeah. So basically, we walked from the shop at 1 p.m. We arrived at his house 6 p.m. at night.
Oh my God. But that's what makes it fun, right? Now that you remember
that was
it.
fun though. That is something me and my friend will like never let him live down.
You guys are weird, man. You enjoy suffering.
It's not like you enjoy suffering. It's sort of like how suffering becomes memorable in
It's
hindsight.
the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, memorable,
what
yes,
makes it
but
fun.
pleasant, no?
No,
It's
it's
not
not.
pleasant,
In the
but
moment,
it's
it's
not
not
pleasant.
like
Yeah.
at all. Yeah, you know what I mean. In the moment, it's just you want it to
No,
be
it's not
over,
pleasant
but
even in hindsight. Just saying, it's not even pleasant in hindsight.
Maybe for you.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get you people.
Yeah, we need to find a memorable experience where Ben suffers, and we laugh at the end. If he doesn't laugh, we do it again.
God.
So Ben, get ready. Once the pandemic is over, you are about to socialize with us.
Oh my
Yes, let's go socialize.
Also, just one quick question, Ben. Did that paint your role models in a better light or in a more negative light?
Doesn't change. As in, like,
Okay.
she's actually neutral, which is great. I don't have to change it further.
thanks. I like being neutral. Where was I?
Memorable suffering.
Memorable.
Suffering,
alright.
yeah.
Okay, next, I'll just go next character. I forgot what I wanted to say. Okay, this one is from my most recent, current brain rot, Haikyuu. It's Oikawa, Toru, and Nisnoya. you. Yeah. So the first one is Oikawa. I feel like he's more relatable, I guess. He works hard. Like seriously, he works hard. He tries his best and he works. He becomes like the best setter. Oh right, context. Haikyuu, volleyball, shonen. Yeah, I guess that's all you need to know. That's yeah. Basically, Oikawa is a setter in a volleyball team, a powerhouse school, and he's like the best setter in the prefecture. He works very hard and like he literally works his knee into a brace, and yeah, that's basically how hard he worked. He kept practicing. He in the anime his serves are something that people fear because it was that good. Yeah, so I feel like yeah, I just relate to him because yeah, the hard work part. Yeah, I guess I do overwork myself too. I mean, I did hurt my hand some time ago because I was drawing so much. But yeah, that's just don't do that, guys. It's not good. But yeah, that,
don't worry.
I just feel like yeah, it basically I just relate to him, something like that.
I was about to actually continue like, don't worry, I broke my wrist once.
By
Quote
drawing.
unquote broke. No, by playing too many video games.
Yeah. All right. Wait, where was I? Yeah, dang it, I forgot. Right. Yeah, I guess the difference is he did not achieve what he wanted at first, although he got it later. I'm not gonna spoil because it's in the manga, like the ending part of the manga.
Go read the fucking manga.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, basically he got what he wanted in the end, but this is what I'm about to say next is already in the anime, so I guess that's not really spoiler. He never went to nationals even though he wanted to. He always his team gets beaten by another powerhouse school. Yeah, it was so freaking sad. I was just crying while watching it way too much. But yeah, I guess that's the only difference because I do get what I wanted by some miracle and by some connections and really good people. Yeah, so that's Oikawa. Next one is Nishinoya. This is also damn, this is a spoiler. Okay, I'll just give a spoiler warning because I cannot proceed without spoiling. So basically, yeah, here's the spoiler warning. Just skip ahead to after 10 minutes, 5 minutes maybe.
You can just you can at the end of the spoiler you can just say that it's the end of the spoiler or something.
Yes, alright. So spoiler starts. Nishinoya, after he graduates, he travels around the world and he experiences different kind of stuff. So yeah, again, that's like what I want to do. Not traveling part, I mean, like living in different countries, trying out different stuff, something like that.
Become a monk.
Yeah, I guess like nomadic lifestyle. I guess like I spent several months in the city, several months in there, something like that. It would be very fun. Yeah, something like that. But I guess what I really like about doing that is, I know this is gonna be weird, but like I like getting lost and like finding my way back. There's this certain beauty about being lost, I guess, when you're exploring. Yeah. Also, like, not always living in my comfort zone, something like that. Nishinoya also does that, so I thought, yeah, he becomes my role model along with Tamaki Mari and Shirase. Yeah, so that's for the traveling role model anyway. Yeah, I guess just those 4-5 people.
That's great.
No, because
Wow.
I'm going
Spoilers
to...
over then, yeah.
Yeah, spoilers over. Yay, spoilers over.
I honestly didn't expect like actual like traveling would be like a prominent part of like the role model thing for you.
You guys are getting
Yeah,
old.
exactly. It was also unexpected.
It's
Yeah.
like dream of all 20-year-olds, man. You guys are getting old.
Yeah.
Nah.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Nah,
Fuck.
I think you're just being too self-indulgent.
It's alright. I take my oldness with pride, you youngster.
As long as you are a kid at heart.
I am just pointing things out. I'm not insulting you. It's up to you whether you take it as an insult or not.
Alright. Yeah.
Don't worry, yeah, I'm old. My back hurts already.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, like,
What actually happened to me?
Yeah, same.
Hey.
Music, my god.
Actually, this decade we're all turning 30.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This decade, no.
This decade.
No, this decade, no. Wait, decade, like 2030, right? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna finish 30 by 2030.
No,
Yeah,
he's
not you,
younger than
except
us.
for you, Ben. Everyone else here except for you. We're all turning 30, guys.
We're
Oh my
old.
God.
We're old.
Yeah, at
getting
some point,
old.
one of you is
Yeah.
gonna get married, another's gonna get married, and then I don't know.
And
Pray
then
my
next thing you
immortality
know,
project actually pans out.
next thing you know, JS has a child.
Yeah.
Now that I think of it, like the decade, as in like 2021, actually like follows my age. It's like what my age is just a year.
Yes.
You're 21 right now? Wait, what year are you guys born? 99, right?
99.
I'm 99 by
99.
November, so I'm sort of like
Oh,
edging on that like 2000 thing.
I'm in the middle, so I always experience holidays during my birthday.
My holidays always fall on a Monday, and my birthday always falls on a Monday.
What month for you, Ben?
It's March, and like it always falls on a Monday for the past 5 years. That's bad
Nice.
luck. What do you mean nice?
why is it bad luck?
It's a Monday.
Why?
And
All my
Work day.
days are on Monday.
What's with Mondays?
It's the start of a work day. Of the work week.
Yeah, whatever.
yeah, but
As someone who
I
works
don't-
every day, I
Yeah.
did not think of that.
Natasha cannot relate to rest.
yeah, rest is a foreign concept to her.
Because like Saturday and Sunday is for procrastination. Monday is for panic.
What do you mean? Every day is for procrastination.
That's just you. I procrastinate in bursts. Okay. I procrastinate in bursts.
Anyways,
Oh my god.
Natasha, you're done, right?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, God, it's 1 hour and 24 minutes. Ben,
Yeah. Okay,
Ben.
I tried my best to
Last
shorten
but not
it.
least,
remember when JS said he thinks it's gonna be a short one?
I mean, for the record, he was short.
Psych.
His was short. Well, you know,
JS was
whatever,
actually
right?
one of the longest.
Not
So,
2
anyways,
hours.
yeah. Yeah, Ben, are you ready?
Yeah. So I assume none of you has played Fallout, right? Fallout New Vegas.
Nope.
I have not. But
I've seen the
I know
gameplay
about
of it.
Okay. Gameplay
I know
shit. Never.
about
Okay, but yeah.
Ooh, you're gonna open a can of worms there, buddy.
No, gameplay is shit. Gameplay is shit, but the roleplay is great.
Oh yeah.
The roleplay is great. That's why I love it so much. Okay, basically,
No, you got cut off. I heard like you said the game is shit. Oh.
the gameplay is shit. The combat is shit.
Okay.
I mean, it's not too bad, but like, it's not good either. I wouldn't say it's good. It's not. Okay, yeah, you shit is okay. Besides the point. Besides the. Give me a sec.
Do you need to write a script first? We can wait again.
No.
You can wait
this is
1 hour.
This is my
Just
tongue
wait.
being stupid. This is not me thinking. This is not me thinking. This is my tongue being stupid. Okay, sorry.
Let it go to
this is
school
my-
first. Maybe it can learn.
I wish I've been to school for 12 years now. 14 years. If it can't learn for 14 years, what? Okay, Veronica. There's this character called Veronica, right?
All right.
There's this character but Veronica, and her entire struggle, her entire struggle is like God, this is gonna make me sound so condescending. But you
Again.
know what? Fine. I'm already condescending.
Fine.
I'm already okay. You know what? I'm just gonna bite the bullet. I'm condescending. All right. So basically, Veronica is like part of this secretive post-apocalyptic organization called like the Brotherhood of Steel. Brotherhood of Steel. Basically, like in the Fallout universe, the Brotherhood of Steel, they have like this ethos of like, oh, we must keep dangerous technologies for ourselves. So the people so everyone else can't use it for bad things. But like the only technology they're hoarding is military technology, and like they actively ignore like agricultural advancements, like and like economic and like economic theory. You get what my point. Like they're like a thinly veiled criticism of something, I guarantee. But like, yeah, I don't know. But basically, what but like basically what Veronica wants to do is like she wants to try to change the Brotherhood, right? But like, and like her journey in changing the Brotherhood, her like companion questline, because like she's a companion to your player character, right? The companion, like what they call it, her companion questline involves you finding like technologies like even more advanced. Like what do you call it? Technologies even more advanced to try and convince the elder, like the current leader of that chapter of the Brotherhood. Yeah, you use like chapter elder, church, like what they call it, crusader equivalent. Like the warriors are called paladins. So like yeah, so like yeah, Veronica wants to change because Veronica sees the path. Veronica sees the what they call it. Veronica sees the thing like to change. Okay, but then she what they call it. She breaks technology, but like this is a spoiler for our companion questline. I don't know if any one of you are interested in playing Fallout New Vegas, but this is a spoiler for our questline. None of the options succeed in changing the Brotherhood's motives. The Brotherhood is dead set on dying. And I say that because it's not only Veronica who thinks the Brotherhood's ways are going are leading to their own destruction. Even the Elder thinks that. As in the person she's trying to change the mind of, as in the person she's trying to change the mind of. So like that's why there's no changing his mind because his mind is already there. It's just that he has higher deference to like upholding his duty than like ensuring the survival of the Brotherhood long term. But like what really gets me about that character is like Veronica, like in the end, she does not end up like she got alienated by the Brotherhood, but she does not alienate the Brotherhood itself. And like I think that's like a really great sentiment to have, like the really great attitude to have, like what they call it. You bear no malice to your how do you say it? Bear no alienation to the to those that are different from you. But again, does that make sense?
You tolerate people, you sort of accept them for who they are, you respect their opinions, but like you don't exactly have to agree with them.
Yeah, exactly. Like okay, yeah, along that as in that like you can like what do you call it?
It's like I respect your opinion, but I don't have to agree with you.
Yeah, and like in the case of okay, because in real life, like it's difficult to ascertain like which objective benefit and objective harm from an opinion, right? But like in the video game universe, I think it's pretty clear cut like from how the story is presented, that like the way the Brotherhood is presented, they're self-destructive. And like Veronica just accepts that in the end. So like she sets off on her own. And instead of trying to change the Brotherhood, like she herself just changes and like she stops trying to change people. And like but like she just goes, so like instead of like trying to change the Brotherhood to be more open, to not hoard military technology, to start sharing their technologies to help the wasteland recover from the apocalypse, right? Because like she just so like instead of trying to do that, she ends the game. If you get the good ending, she ends the game just roaming around as this like wandering technician. fixing like fixing technologies which just happen to be magic.
All right.
I don't know. I can't put that into words, but I find that like sentiment great. Like
I mean, it's just basically sort of like her leaving like the organization that she didn't agree with, but like she just continues on doing her own thing without actually attacking them. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Like what they call it. I think like that sentiment is like that attitude is like commendable and like one I would like to emulate.
Especially in this day and age, cancel culture. No.
True.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm done though. Okay. I'm done. I'm done rambling.
Does anyone want to add anything else?
No.
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 I'm
Alright. Not really.
We'll end your suffering, Diga.
Not really.
Fine.
End your suffering. Agree.
All right. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, your inspiration, role models. This episode is a lot deeper than I originally anticipated.
I
Wow,
fucking
alright.
know, right? I was walking here wanting to like make a joke entry about like my role model.
Yeah, I really thought we were just going to like talk passionately about people, fictional characters that we really like that influence us, but we dug deep into what makes us us.
Yeah.
Yay.
It always comes down to that, doesn't it? Like what makes us us. Every episode, I swear that it always loops back to that. Which I guess is true since like experiences form you and all, but like fucking self-reflective, man. We're all somber people.
We are telling our stories here after all.
It is good to be self-introspective.
It's good to be self-introspective, yeah.
Also, thank you for the listeners for listening. As
Thank you, everyone.
For
always,
sticking with us.
Sorry for 2 hours.
as always, if you want to share your own stories, your thoughts, or just say hi, you can reach us on Instagram and those other stuffs. Honestly, anything, you can share your stuffs. Like even if you just suddenly think of a unicorn eating a bread, you can let us know.
Mm-hmm.
We are
I know
open to new
your
friends.
role models are also horses.
Hey, you never know. They could be dragons. They could be turtles. You never know.
Oh,
Horses are cool.
my pet goldfish died when I was 10. I wanted to be like that, so it became...
Oh no. Well, I guess we're ending with a dark note.
Oh no.
So,
As usual.
As usual.
thank you and goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ow!
Thanks for
Bye-bye.
listening.
Ow! Shirakawa! Ow!
What are you doing?
Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. I'll put links to the music in the show notes. And as always, if you want to share your story, just say hi, or even be our guest, you can reach us on Instagram at NotOurPodcast, on Twitter at NotOurPodcast1, that's the number 1, or you can email us on nop.progress@gmail.com. That's nop.progras@gmail.com. I'll also list it in the show notes below. And if you like this podcast, you can share it with your friends. I would be very grateful for that. Thank you and have a great life.